everyone. Welcome back to the Student Arts Network. Today, I want to give you a really exciting update as one of our pre pharmacy representatives, Shaelynn, is going to pharmacy school. So, I just want to check on her and see how she's doing. So first of all, congratulations on getting accepted. Um, you know, Go ahead and tell the audience where you're going to school and why do you choose the school that you are ultimately going.
Thank you so much, Ryan. So I will be attending UCSF School of Pharmacy. And there's like a couple of reasons why I chose UCSF. First was the length of the program. I really wanted to finish and earn my PharmD in 3 years. Um, just because residency is a goal of mine, in which I think that would really allow me to, achieve my career goals more quickly that way. And I think the number one reason why I chose UCSF was the API rotation sites. I know UCSF has a very strong connection and tie to the Central Valley. And Fresno is actually one of the regional sites where P3s can complete their APIs at. And a little bit about myself, I'm actually from the Central Valley, born and raised. So I think it's important to gain exposure to the type of populations that you plan to serve one day as a pharmacist. And I think being able to complete my APPEs in this way will help me achieve that goal and also allow me to network with, the pharmacists in the Central Valley and establish relationships with them, which could help me further along in the future when applying for jobs and maybe even residency. So that was probably one of the top reasons why I chose UCSF. Not only that, cost UCSF is one of the three public pharmacy schools in California, which is definitely a lot more affordable attending a public university. Um, and a couple last things was I really liked UCSF's curriculum. That was something I kind of considered when I was choosing which school I wanted to go to. I know the curriculum at UCSF is based on the perspective of teaching organ systems and disease conditions, which means you learn like the biomedical, therapeutic sciences, as well as the social, administrative, behavioral sciences relevant to each organ system. And I thought that was very interesting. Um, and preparing students to um, help patients, and not only that, pass the board exams, the NAPLEX and CPJE in the end. So that's a little bit about where I'm going, why I chose UCSF.
Sounds great. Again, I love that you consider so many factors, and it's definitely something I would advise all pre-pharmacy students out there to consider when they choose their pharmacy school. Is that everyone has their different factors, and everyone have their different reasons why they want to go to certain schools. I certainly also know people who maybe just consider location as main of one factor. Some may consider curriculum, some may consider their board passing exam rates. There are multiple factors. Obviously, we did have a video last year when I got accepted into pharmacy school. I talk about the factors why I choose UCI, and now here you hear Shailene why she chose UCSF. I feel like this can provide a really good insight into what's expected when you are in the position of choosing a pharmacy school. So feel free to check out that video again. So I'm gonna move on to the second point. Is that how are you feeling about starting pharmacy school? I know it's a huge step towards in your career, and what do you look forward to the most?
That is a great question. Right now, I am feeling extremely nervous. This is like my first time officially living alone and being far away from family. Because throughout undergrad, I always had my sister. We went to college together, so we lived together. And I only lived about 40 minutes away from home at that time. So now I'm in San Francisco, about 3.5 hours away, and I don't really have any family nearby. So um, I'm just really looking forward to making new friends and meeting my cohort, and really relying on each other to get through pharmacy school. And not only that, I'm also extremely excited to start pharmacy school. I feel like I'm going to grow a lot during this new time in my life. And like I said, I'm just really excited to make new friends and having people to figure out the ups and downs of pharmacy school with. And not only that, our new lives up here in SF. So feeling a bit nervous and excited. It's a little bit overwhelming at the same time, but I think once I start, I'll hopefully get into the groove of things by then. Yeah.
Great. Okay, perfect. So next thing I want to ask is that what are some things you have previously done in undergrad that you believe help you prepare for pharmacy school, both in terms of knowledge and mentality? what are some things that you don't feel prepared on the other end?
That is a very good question. So, throughout undergrad, I held various leadership positions in the pre-pharmacy club, which really taught me the importance of communication in a team setting. And I think this will help me when I run for leadership positions when I join RCOs here at UCSF, because I get to bring my ideas and my creativity to these RCOs, and also build my leadership skills furthermore. And through that, I throughout undergrad, I also learned how to keep my extracurriculars to a certain limit in undergrad. I knew what I was able to, like, how much I was able to handle, and I always made sure school and my grades came first. So I think this will really help me in pharmacy school as I think about what RCOs I want to join. And I really want to focus on the RCOs that align with my career goals and passions. So that's what I'm aiming for in pharmacy school. But the one thing that I don't feel prepared for in pharmacy school is probably my studying habits. I know that I'm probably gonna have to study a lot harder than I did when I was undergrad. Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be a little difficult trying to find my new study methods. Um, um, yeah, so that's a little bit about how I feel about pharmacy school so far.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, everyone experienced something like that because there's such a shift of, understanding and trying to understand materials that you need to utilize in practice, and as well as, the amount of materials that was presented, especially even for a 3-year program and accelerator program as well, it's going to be challenging. And sometimes you might feel overwhelmed, but obviously just remain knowing that the fact that your faculties are here to support you, your classmates are here to support you, your school wants you to do well, they don't want you to fail your boards. So they have, or they need to provide those resources to you so that you can get a hold of things. So that's at least from my experience, and I just want to help to address you that to you so that you kind of relieve off that little bit maybe nervousness or uncertainty. But going back on this, I know we did a recording last time out there when we have with Libby, Dr. Libby Shelton, who is currently a industry fellow. Check out our previous episode with the Dear Future PharmD podcast. What things have you grown during the period, and how will some of the advice help you approach pharmacy school, if you remember what we did last time?
Yeah, so since then, I think I've grown to embrace change. I'm usually the type of person that feels very uncomfortable during times of change. I think a lot of us are, and and I especially feel that way when I don't know what my life is going to look like in the next year or so. And as I think back to when we did that recording with Libby, I was still applying to pharmacy school. I didn't know where I was going to go yet, and I was definitely in a period of my life where a lot of things were unknown to me, and I didn't know where I was going to, how my interviews were going to go. I was just extremely nervous at that time, and through that. And where I am now, I've learned to be open minded and to just trust the process. And as one chapter closes and another one opens, I think um, that's the beauty of life. I was really sad having to move to SF where I knew no one and had no family nearby. But now that I'm here, I've realized the importance of having a growth mindset. I think getting this opportunity to move to San Francisco for pharmacy school and moving away from the valley in my hometown has really helped me discover how other people live and how different life is from what I know. So I think this will really help me in pharmacy school because I think um, having this growth mindset will help me overcome any challenges that I might face in pharmacy school, and help me become a better student pharmacist as well.
Perfect. So last but not least, any additional things you wanted the audience to know or talk about?
Yeah, so I think overall, besides all of that, I would say specifically to the pre pharmacy students out there and to any undergrad student that it's important to create opportunities for yourself by making the most of your college experience. And don't be afraid to ask or reach out to others for help. Your experience and your time is what you make of it. I definitely would not be where I am today if it weren't for all the mentors and that I've met on my journey. And I would say the world of pharmacy is very small and everybody seems to know each other. So we were all once in your shoes before, and we would love to pass down our knowledge and our advice and share our experiences with you all to help you in your journey as well to pharmacy.
Thank you. That was such a great conclusion. Again, once again, congrats on getting accepted, as well as accepting the position to become a student pharmacist. I know White Co is coming for you soon, so I'm really excited for you, and I'm looking forward to see where your experience lies during your pharmacy school period of your career. So, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, share this with your peers, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.